Then those who feared the Lord talked with each other. And the Lord listened and heard. See, I would submit to you that the great value in being in community isn't enduring a sermon or even enjoying the worship. The great value is the strength you gain from one another, the encouragement you gain from being with like-minded people that are seeking to know the Lord, that are wrestling with what it means to be godly in the midst of a fallen world, that you share with some honesty and some integrity what your journey is like. If you're newer to this whole equation, it's very possible that you slip in and slip out and you just watch. But at some point, you have to engage in the messiness of this thing, because it's not an exact science. There aren't any perfect people in the building. The church is not a hall of fame of people who have achieved excellence. We're much more a triage unit, the halt and the lame, a bunch of cracked pots. Have I offended you yet? I'm trying. Gently. Those who feared the Lord talked with each other, and the Lord listened and heard. A scroll of remembrance was written in his presence concerning those who feared the Lord and honored his name. And the Lord said, "They will be mine. In the day when I make up my treasured possession, I will spare them, just as in compassion a man spares his son who serves him. And you will again see the distinction between the righteous and the wicked, between those who serve God and those who do not. You can choose to serve the Lord, no matter how broken you've been, no matter your past. It's the most amazing thing. In Colossians 1, it's said a little differently. Jesus has rescued us from the dominion of darkness and brought us into the kingdom of the Son he loves, in whom we have redemption, the forgiveness of sins. To be redeemed is to be bought back. God did something for us we could not do for ourselves. If we can accept the invitation, we can be rescued from the judgment of God. And evidence of this transformation is seen in what you worship. I promise I'll get to that. If you'll allow someone to observe what you worship with your life, I can tell you what is Lord. And spoiler alert, sitting in church doesn't mean that you worship the Lord. Singing with enthusiasm doesn't mean you worship the Lord. Revelation 16 gives us the alternative to this. In verse 10, it's the angels are pouring out the bowls of God's judgment upon the earth.